My mom and two uncles bought a Ouija board when they were young, about 15/16, and they went off on this old abandoned kind of mansion. It wasn't as big as one, but compared to houses 25 years ago, it was huge. But they went outside where the house was fenced off by huge iron gates. The gate doors were completely sealed with a steel-inch thick chain. No way that baby's coming off easy. They took out the Ouija board and proceeded to ask questions. I said nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just as they were about to give up, my uncle asked a question before they left. "Did you die here?" The Ouija glass moved. It landed on yes. So now my mother and uncles are frantically panicking, and they are excited at the same time. He then asks another question. "Did you die here?" The glass moved again, yes. Before my uncle could ask a third question, the glass moved on its own, without question enter. It spelt. Then out of nowhere a breeze just swooped past. The steel chain that wrapped the two iron gate doors together, that was impenetrable by hand, just dropped to the floor. And the gates that would be hard for even 3 15-year-olds to move just flung open without ease. The chain had completely snapped, and the old house had a welcoming feel, like my uncles and mother were been drawn to go inside. They ran away, though, extremely fast. My uncle always says he could hear dogs barking after the gates flung open. My mom says she heard crying, and my other uncle heard screaming. They'd never heard the same thing, and on that day, they never saw a thing. I never believed this at first. But a few years back, my mother, uncles, and my sister were driving down this stretch of road to go into town. And the only house standing was this single huge mansion-type house. I never realized it, but as we drove past, the car just died. The car stopped dead center on the iron gates. On a warm, unwindy, sunny morning, wind just started appearing heavy. My uncle's in pale white and started shuffling and almost in shock trying to get the car to start. I didn't understand why, neither did my sister. But my mother was calm, just staring out the window. She says, "What's that in the window over there?" The look on my uncle's faces and mine. My sister was asleep, was astronomical. In one of these old, tall windows, the faint outline of a family, 2 adults and a daughter, and to each one of the ears of my mother and uncles. The barking of a dog, the crying of something, and the screams of a person. I didn't hear it, but my family started getting really scared. My uncle is a big-built guy, fearless. But this turned him into a little girl. My mother's a very spiritual person. My uncles are not. They weren't believers at all. They thought the first time it was coincidence. But after the second time, almost 25/30 years later, they now believers.